Hey, Allie.
Hey man, what's going on?
Well, you know how we make fun of mommy and daddy?
We never make fun of
We do
mommy
it
and
all the
daddy.
time on the podcast. We really just
What?
we just highlight funny moments all the time.
Yeah.
And so, like, do your kids also make fun of you though? And then if you get upset, they reference that you have an entire podcast making fun of your own parents. It's like Lador Vador from generation to generation.
Well, you're also assuming my kids listen to the podcast, which they do not.
But they know you. They know we have it, and they know we poke fun at mommy and daddy.
Sure. Yes, let's go with that.
But don't they make fun of you?
It depends. I mean, I think we all sort of make fun of each other when
Right.
appropriate, but not there's no imbalance to the making fun.
I hate
I'm
to
sure I'll get there. I'm sure I'll get there.
I hate to break it to you, but if you're saying if you sound hesitant about whether they're actually making fun of you, they are. It's just behind your
Do you, Wait, did your kids tell you this that my kids are making fun of me?
back. No, I'm just saying it happens. You're just unaware of it, but they're doing it in like a sweet way. Like you probably have a catchphrase you use a lot that they don't know about.
Well,
That
Alan
you
makes
don't
fun of
know
me
about.
all the
Yeah.
time because he says I say hilarious, and I'm sorry, but there's a lot of things that are hilarious, and I'm just pointing it out. Okay, I'll tell you the last time they made fun of me, and they
Okay.
probably do make fun of me for other things. So let me back up. I was never one in college to try marijuana, right? And I hung out with, and now that marijuana,
They're gonna make fun of you for calling
they're
it
gonna make fun of,
marijuana.
yeah, they're make.
I call it pot, and they're like that. Like it's basically like mom and dad calling it reefer,
Reefer.
right? Yeah, it's
You know what generation you're in by what you call marijuana. That's hysterical.
yeah,
Yes. So marijuana, pot,
pot,
whatever.
weed.
Weed. I never got into it. My friends, not to throw them under the bus, but they were all potheads. They were all deadheads. I loved hanging out with them, and I did drink, but I just didn't entertain the idea of smoking.
You didn't do the pot. You were
I
never on
didn't.
the. You were
I
not on the pot.
I didn't do the reefer. I wasn't on the pot.
the
So,
the dope. The
and then
dope.
once I didn't smoke pot, then it became a thing that I just didn't want to. So, I spent a lot of time around it, I will say. So, all of this to say is I didn't smoke, not in my 20s, 30s, etc. Then marijuana became legal in all of these states. So there was a time where I tried it, right? I was 48 years old. We don't have to go into the story, but it's Alan's fault. But I may or may not have
Colin's fault.
tried gummies, right, in Colorado. And so I'm like, okay. And I didn't
Sounds like you may have tried gummies in Colorado.
So I did try gummies in Colorado, and then I decided, well, once I've broken it, right, broken through to the other side,
Oh, you
I
went
might as well
crazy?
try other things. I didn't really go crazy,
What
but
other things are there? Meth? What did you try?
okay, let me be clear. Only marijuana, but
Okay.
different forms.
Okay, got it.
So gummies, maybe chocolate, maybe a vape pen, maybe a joint. I may have tried a bong. I was just trying different things, but
Oh
all
my
in cities where now
Lord.
it was regulated. So I felt like,
You
okay,
went crazy.
it sounds like a lot, but I was really just trying to figure out if I liked it.
That's
Which
why you have a tapestry hanging in your bedroom. She's got hacky sacks in her glove compartment. Like, this is what's happened to you, Allison.
I'm actually hacky sacking while we do this podcast. I'm very talented. um, so all of this to say is, the reality is I don't really love it because I don't love how it's unpredictable. Like if I have an old fashioned, which is one of my favorite drinks, I know I can have one old fashioned. I feel great. Maybe it's a little buzz, but nothing that hinders me, and I'm good, right? If I have a vodka tonic, or if I have a martini, or if I have a margarita, all those things, like I know how to pace and gauge the effects with marijuana so far, and not that I've done a lot. It sounds like I've done a lot, but especially with like edibles, I just don't know. But for some reason, I just keep thinking I may. Like if they're legal, I may. So I bought some about a year ago, and then I managed to get them to my state, which may or may not be a legal state. And then I was like, I'm never going to remember what these are for. So I put them in little baggies, Ziploc baggies, and threw them in a drawer. I forgot about them. So Abe was home, and he's looking through my drawer for something next to my bed, and he pulls out the two Ziploc bags and he goes, "Mom, are these yours?" I go, yeah. He goes, one is labeled happy and one is labeled sleepy. I go, yeah. He goes, what is wrong with you? I'm like, so I don't forget what they're for. He goes, oh my gosh. So he starts taking pictures and, of course, sending
Like
it to the
Alice in
brothers.
Wonderland. One is you're going to grow, and one you're going to shrink.
It's like I'm hoarding the 7 dwarfs in my drawer. I'm like, "Look for Grumpy, he's down there somewhere." So I'm like, it's just so I can remember, and then, of course, I didn't even use them. So, stuff like that, they definitely make fun of me because it's I'm very much out of my element and also
You like
naive
to
when it
label
comes to all
things,
that, and I
and you
like to
like
label things. If I had a label maker, it'd be much, much cleaner, but so that's a long story to say, yeah, they do make fun of me for certain things, but I deserve that for sure.
yeah.
Although happy and sleepy, that's pretty straightforward. I don't know why that's an issue.
It depends. There's no paranoid one. Yeah, throw that one away. You
Right.
don't want the baggie that says paranoid.
No. It's also because 'cause I've always said that, God forbid, I had an illness where medical marijuana, and this is before marijuana was legalized in so many states, but if medical marijuana was going to help me through something, I would absolutely take it. And I know
100%.
and I've also encouraged others instead of opioids and, Oxycontin and things like that. Like, for sure, marijuana's gotta be so much better for you. I have a friend who's got, multiple sclerosis, and for a long time, when she had a flare up, the doctor was offering her, the obvious opioid track or whatever the very high dose med was, or said, "I can always get you medical marijuana." And for the longest time, I don't know if she thought it was stigmatized, which is ironic looking back at the history of both drugs, but she just sort of avoided it. And it was her like 90 something year old grandmother who was like, take the marijuana. What are you talking about? Like, this is a no brainer. This is all natural. So I know there are so many good uses. I know that there are avenues that people use it for anxiety or depression or I don't know, different things. And I honor that. It's just probably not the right thing for me. But now I know. I
Right.
mean, now
Yeah.
I know.
It's funny. I think mom and dad's viewpoint of weed has also evolved because I remember being somewhere, maybe it was she was in my dorms or something, but she saw like she saw like a Canadian flag and with the maple leaf, and she's like, "Is that a marijuana leaf?" And I'm like, "No, that's the
That's a Canadian
that's the
flag.
Canadian flag." And, but she thought it was like a
Those
gateway,
potheads, those
right?
Canadian potheads.
She was watching Reefer Madness and all those, like, com all those, like, PSAs that made it seem like it would turn people insane when sh like, in the '60s or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think she thought it was like a gateway drug to cocaine or something really bad. And so but now I think, understands it more and but I would have never discussed it with her in high school.
No. Constantly, and not just about things like marijuana. Constantly, I'm saying to the boys when we're having discussions like this, I said, yet again, another question or discussion I never had with my parents.
Oh
It's
my
just a
god.
different age. It's just a different age.
It's constant. They're
Yeah.
saying things, and Aaron and I are looking at each other. I'm like, "Why are they telling us this?"
Right. TMI. TMI.
Why are you I'm like, "Okay, I'll absorb it," and then I try not to, like I've tried to
React.
just right, I just try and listen and be a bucket instead of, be like, "Oh, uh, oh,
I have so many things
so
to
many
tell
things."
you.
Right. Why? Why? The things they share about all the kids what the kids do in school, they get really explicit, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh my
no.
god.
I don't wanna know any of that.
I don't think I'm
No.
allowed to watch this type of movie." That being said, mom and dad never kept us from watching any type of television show or movie. We
Okay, let's
never
be clear, mom and dad never kept us from doing anything.
right, they
They
really
were
didn't. They
they really
really
didn't. No.
no, they did not. They didn't keep us and they let me someone wrote this post on Threads, which is like, Instagram's version of Twitter or whatever, and it was like, "I've never met, an artist who was immediately supported by their family, by their parents to at the beginning," and I said, "I was."
Right.
They were, like, handing me microphones. I don't know why. I'd be like, "I'd like that microphone." They're like, "Okay."
Supporting you, they were enabling you.
They were enabling me. You're right. It was
Yeah.
beyond supportive as it was enabling. They just right? Like, they never kept us from doing things. I think as long as we were kind and honest, they were okay with pretty much and safe, they were okay with pretty much whatever we did.
Yeah. And also, when I look back, there's my kid lens that saw it as, oh my gosh, you're in my business. You always want to know where I am and who I'm with. They really didn't. I mean, we could be
No.
anywhere. I spent so much time out of the house or at school, really, or, at friends' houses or anywhere. And they trusted us. I mean, that was the big factor. They had to, because there's no way
Right.
to track us down.
There was no right. We just their only rule for me was if you move locations, just let
Yeah.
us know. And then if you're gonna be later than midnight, just let us know.
Yeah.
Dad
Yeah.
was always okay with me being later than midnight. Mommy was a different story, but
Right. Well, it's also, I realized, because you don't go to bed till your kid comes home.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's a lot. And that sleep deprivation, it can send you, into a tailspin, especially
Right.
when you're working full time.
That being said, it's the moms who usually are staying up and the dads who are fast asleep. I was out of town for a few days and Aaron's like, "It was awful. I couldn't sleep until they got home." Like it was, I just da 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 da. And I was like, "Really? Oh, welcome to my life. I'm glad."
Exactly. I'm
I'm glad.
glad you've slept for the past 18
Right.
years and now you finally had one restless night.
Right. I'm like, "Welcome to my life. Welcome to my paranoia." Speaking of paranoia, this happened last week. It was about 5 a.m. and the house alarm goes off.
Oh gosh, that
Like,
scares me to death.
yes. I'm a pretty light sleeper. So I immediately pop out of bed, grab my glasses and my phone. I'm only wearing a tank top, okay? I run down the stairs, and as I'm running down the stairs, I go, "Who is it?" "Who's there?" Like, as loud as I can, and it was just like this natural like, I didn't even think, I
Yeah.
tried to make my voice as, like, big and loud and booming and confident as possibly as I could, and I go downstairs, and the alarm is going, "Beep, beep, beep," like,
Yeah.
it's gonna set off in a second,
Oh, so
right?
wait, somebody had, like, come through a door.
Yes.
It hadn't really gone off yet.
It was
Oh.
but it was going to,
Oh
right?
gosh.
So,
Oh gosh.
I had to, like, quickly assess the situation. While Boo Boo I was like, "Boo Boo, come," and she's like, "I'm coming, mommy." She's like my overweight, chunky chocolate lab is like, she's in tow going, "We're gonna take care of business," and Wally's, like, asleep, and so I'm like, "That's good," and I realized that the back door had been, like, shaken by the wind.
Okay.
So that's what had happened, that set it off, so I quickly, like, turned it off, and then after all that happens, I hear Aaron coming down the stairs. 'Cause
Did you fight off the intruder yet? Is it safe?
right, because for him, he was like, "What's happening? Why is Amanda getting out?" I'm, like, picturing what's going on in his head, then he's like, "I gotta take my CPAP machine off," and he had, like, put clothes on, He,
Right.
like, put on shorts and a sweatshirt.
Can he really protect you anyway? I
He
mean,
had to he said. So he's like when all of it had ended, he's like, "Why didn't you wait for me to come downstairs?" And I was like, "Wait for you would have been 10 minutes. I had to protect everyone." And he goes, "You should have grabbed the bat underneath the bed."
you do? You have a bat underneath your bed?
Yes.
Okay, that is so
We
funny.
keep a metal bat underneath the bed. Like that's gonna. I was like, I think the dogs are more protection than that metal bat.
For sure.
I was in the outfield during softball. Like I'm not. Like I'm not. My hand-eye coordination is not that great, and I think I'm more. Anyways, so then I don't go back to bed, and I can't at that point. Aaron goes back to bed, and then the day starts, and Ruby goes, "Who are you yelling at?" All I heard you say was, "Who's there?" She
And they
goes,
didn't even come out of their room.
"No."
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay,
thought,
so
yeah,
the irony is I also had an intruder last week.
you did.
Well, of a different sort.
Was it a
So
raccoon?
It was a ghost.
Okay.
So I'm in the
I'm like, yeah, a
yeah.
ghost. Yeah.
Okay. So, I work from home. I'm in the kitchen making lunch, and all of a sudden the TV turns on in the den. And at first I'm home alone. So at first I just hear noise. I'm like, what is that? And all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, the TV is on and I can hear like the news or whatever. And it's the only TV in the house on. And I'm still standing in the kitchen because I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's
So I,
someone. Yeah. Is someone
so
there? Did they turn the
yeah.
TV on?
So I did the same thing. I said, hello? Who, who's
As
there?
that is not the same thing. Mine was more aggressive. I'm just gonna
Yes.
say yours sounded more like concerned. I was like, I'm gonna get you.
Right. Well, I was concerned. I'm like, did somebody break into my house and then they just flipped on the TV?
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Did they
Here's the
break in my
thing.
house to
Yeah.
watch some Netflix? Maybe they don't
Yeah.
have a Netflix password, and so they're like,
Exactly.
I need to binge watch this show.
But here's how I knew it wasn't an intruder,
Okay.
because we only have one remote control for like our entire floor of this house, right?
Where was the remote control?
In the kitchen. And the only way to turn on that TV is with like my phone and the app. Like we have this system, so we don't really need remote controls,
Yeah,
but
we
we
have
have
that.
one for someone if they don't have, Alan and I
Right.
use our phones, but they use a remote control. So the remote control is sitting in the kitchen. I'm looking at it, and the TV is on in the den in the next room. And I'm like, okay. So I
Was your
didn't
phone in
even,
your pocket?
yes, I had my phone and everything. So then
But
I just,
maybe your butt, maybe you butt dial people. Maybe you butt turned on the TV.
no, it's not like, it's not like all of a sudden I butt dial. Like you have to go into the system and
Right.
then hit the zone and then hit YouTube TV. Like
Multiple steps.
there are
Yeah.
multiple steps. This was just like on. So I didn't even, once I determined that there's no way it could be intruder, I turned off the TV. Then I still waited. Then I slowly walked in because I didn't know, and there's nobody there. And
Yeah.
I'm looking down. And then I had to like really just be like radio silent to see if I'd hear any creaks or cracks, and
Yeah.
nothing. So then I spent the next few minutes just talking to whoever it might be.
What channel was it? Do you know?
No, because I literally turned it off from the kitchen. I
That
didn't want
was
to
your
know.
mistake, because maybe
Yeah.
that could have been a clue that they
Yeah.
wanted you to know something that was on the television.
Well, but then I started saying to whoever it was, there are easier ways to get my attention without scaring me. And I'm glad you're here. And I don't know who you are. And then I just had a full on conversation with said ghost. And I don't know which spirit it was. And I don't
Right.
really have an instinct, but they were here. Like, how else would my television turn on?
Obviously, it's a ghost, but
You're
also,
not debating that.
but also, what are the? I'm more curious to know, like, what are the ways for the spirits to get in contact with you that wouldn't scare the shit out of you? Because I cannot think of
True.
one.
True.
I think they would all like just write on my steamy mirror, say
I
hello.
was just
No.
going to say, there's steam on the window and they write on that. That would be really freaky.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
also scare. I think any flicker the lights, also scary. Come as an
Yeah.
apparition, all scary. Would you
Okay,
tell me?
fine. All
You
scary.
you
All
tell
scary.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg shows up and claims to be my, dead somebody or other.
Yeah. You
Also
find
scary.
you find
Yeah.
yourself at a pottery class, Allison, run. Run.
Yeah.
Guess
all
who that is
scary.
though? You know who that ghost is at the pottery class.
Who?
Who else would be at a pottery class? Think of all of our dead people.
Nana?
Yes, Nana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nana.
Fair enough.
And most likely to try and communicate with you, because she would talk to Papa all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but Nana, if the TV turns on and it's Teletubbies, it's Nana.
She loved Teletubbies.
She sure did.
God, I don't know why. They are, talk about scary. They were the scariest of all of the children's television programming.
You know what's scarier than a Teletubby? It's Aaron in a Teletubby costume, which he has for Halloween.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary.
It is scary and
What color?
hilarious. Yellow.
Ay.
It's the yellow one, but it matches my banana costume.
All right, what are you going for Halloween this year?
Okay. So I'm debating whether or not to tell you, because our friends, the Easleys, who I mentioned last year having a party, they come up with a theme, a couple's
Okay.
theme, and their couple's theme last year was couples was like dress as each other, and
Oh, I gotcha.
then I was like I wasn't poo-pooing their theme. I was poo-pooing Aaron how Aaron dresses because it wasn't fun for me to dress up as him.
Yeah.
But we both wore banana costumes because I wore banana costume and my thing was, oh, he's dressing like me and I'm dressing like him, dressing like me. So we're both wearing banana costumes. But Joel listens to this podcast and I'm worried about giving and this Halloween is Friday night and I'm worried if I say what my costume is, it won't be a surprise for Friday.
Oh, okay. So
But
we
I
can
will
hold it till next
we're
week.
going to have to hold it till next week. But I will tell you that the theme this year is John Hughes movies. Yes.
Well, they didn't invite me. That's
I'm
like my favorite thing
I'm so
ever.
sorry. If you're in town, you come in town. They'd probably be happy to have you there. Honestly, he would freak out. You would come in town. He'd be happy to have both sis and tell. And
That should be our costume on you. We
Right,
just have to
yeah.
kick Alan and Aaron to the curb
Right.
and come as sis and tell.
Stuart would be the ampersand. So
By the way, somebody yesterday said, since you're the firstborn, you're definitely the tell. I'm like, yeah, that's true.
So Aaron, we are brainstorming costumes and he kept on wanting to choose something that was easy, right? He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I can be Emilio Estevez in Breakfast Club because all it requires is a gray hoodie and I already have that. And I was like, no, you got to do something more fun. So I will just say that we chose something more fun and obvious and also not necessarily a movie that you think is John Hughes because I asked them, I said, is this a John Hughes produced? Because there's produced, directed, written by.
Yep.
Did you know he had a hand in Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation?
I did not.
I
Good
did
to
not
know.
either, but thank you, Google. So there
All
we
right.
go.
Well, I can tell you my costume because it has nothing to do with any theme and there is no contest.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody I know listens to the podcast who even cares to be spoiled. My hack, though, is at the end of Halloween last year, I bought my costume for
So
this
smart.
year.
That's
So it was
brilliant.
on sale and it had
Yeah.
popped up. And of course, if you want to, you have to really think ahead. But I'm really excited because I'll preface it by saying we go to our friend's house. We live in a gated community and we really don't get many, if any, trick or treaters. So years ago, we started having a tradition to go to our friends who live a 10-minute walk from us in a different community, and they get hundreds and hundreds of trick or treaters. And my favorite thing to do is hand out the candy and
So
engage with the
fun.
kids who
Yeah.
it's so fun. So, perfect costume for me, handing out candy. I'm a pinata.
Oh, yeah. I love that. No,
Yeah.
you had a pinata costume.
I had a pinata costume, but I bought it after Halloween last year and wore it to another event where I
Right.
dressed as a pinata when I
Yes.
was speaking at an event, but haven't actually worn it for Halloween.
Okay. Yes.
So you're
Now,
right. But
do they have to hit you to get the candy?
well, that's funny. I do have the stick, so I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate it. I don't think I'm going to be that trusting where strange children can come up and actually
I
whack me.
wouldn't.
No,
Yeah, don't do
no,
it.
that's not happening. But
Yeah.
Alan might be able to be the, person with the stick, like, and
Like a
pretend, and
pool
I
is
can
it a
throw it
pool
out.
noodle?
No, it's a real it's a
Oh.
real pinata stick covered with all of the, the colorful paper and stuff like
Yes,
that.
like
Yeah.
paper mache stuff or
Exactly,
whatever it is.
exactly. It's a
Yeah.
great costume. It's fun,
It's
and it's gonna be a
really
little
good.
chilly, so it's perfect 'cause it's a onesie. Tipsy Elves. Remember Tipsy Elves from Shark
Yes.
Tank?
Yeah.
That's where I got it. They have great costumes.
I've been wanting to get a Thanksgiving two-piece suit from there for a long time, but maybe I'll wait till after Thanksgiving to get it when it
You
goes
want
on
a
sale.
Thanksgiving two-piece
It has
what does that mean?
like a blazer and pants that are
Okay.
Thanksgiving themed. But they also have like these like jumpsuits you can also get that are like they look awful,
Yeah.
but funny. So,
Um
awfully funny.
I need to get our friends have an ugly Christmas sweater, Hanukkah sweater, whatever sweater competition and party in December. And I'm always like, I need to get something really funny. So our friend came with the funniest sweater,
Like a
and it was
DIY thing?
no, not DIY. He had a sweater he bought off of some site, but it looks like he's got the sweater. It's all embroidered in the sweater, and it looks like he has on a baby Bjorn, right, like carrier, but he's carrying baby Jesus. It's very
Oh my god.
it is. It actually is like because you like give it a second take because it looks real, but then you're like, wait, oh, it is very
Oh.
funny.
That
Yeah.
is really funny.
Very edgy too. So I got to think of something for the ugly sweater competition. I have the light up Hanukkah menorah sweater, but
Yeah.
I'm sort of over that. And it's hard to talk to people wearing it because you blind them.
Is
But it's
that
good when I'm
bright?
like done talking to somebody. It's like, oh look, my lights came on. Oh, I got to get a drink. So
Well, you can borrow my Hasidic snowman
right.
sweater.
Oh, that's funny. I
It's
forgot you had that.
it's pretty amazing. It's a little itchy, but it's really cute
I
with
can't
a
do itchy.
it's a really cute with a cheetah print skirt.
Good to know. Good to know.
It's my go-to. But maybe this year you'll have to do a DIY.
How do I do a DIY?
Well, you have to like sew things onto a sweater.
Oh gosh.
I know.
Who's got time for that or talent for that? So what? What am I going to sew on?
I don't know.
A dreidel? I mean,
Matzo balls.
matzo balls. All right.
We'll
Or maybe
have
I can
to
look at something. Yeah.
we'll brainstorm. There's got to be. And look, I bought this thing off of Amazon. I think we've talked about it. It looks like almost a little pink glue gun, except it has those little plastic tags, the little
Yes.
plastic things,
Yes. I love that.
right? So you can use that. I might need to actually use that for my Halloween costume,
Okay.
and errands to like make something smaller. But that's something you can easily stick things onto a sweater with that without knowing how to sew.
Oh, yeah. I need to get one of those. Oh, by the way, last time we talked, I had ordered that hot iron
Oh yeah.
brush.
What happened?
It was terrible. Yeah.
Oh,
It didn't hold on to my hair. And I
uh-huh.
kept watching different videos even after I got it because I'm like, I'm clearly doing something wrong because they're making it look so easy. And it would get to the top and straighten a little, but not make it smooth. And then by the bottom, it just sort of didn't even hold on to the hair. And I don't understand.
It wasn't was it automatic or you have to twist it?
No, you have to. It's like a round, like think
No,
about a round brush. Yeah.
I've been getting the videos for it since you
Now you
started
get,
talking about it.
yeah.
But you can't tell if it like does
Yeah,
it.
no, you have to do it manually. But here's the thing. I ordered it. I immediately tried it. I washed my hair. I did it the way, just to see if it would authentically work without it being straight already. Didn't work. I tried it a few different ways. I'm like, forget it. It's not worth it. Returned it. They won't take it back. No, but they gave me my money back, but they're like, just keep it.
Oh,
So then I feel
yeah.
bad though. Like, why do they do that? I really just want to give it to them. I don't
It
want to keep it
happens.
because now
Yeah.
it's sitting there on my counter,
Give it
and
to
part of
someone
me's like,
else.
well, should I try it one more time? No, I can't because now I can't keep it
Oh,
for.
Ruby might use it. I bet she can figure out how to use it.
I'll bring it Thanksgiving.
Bring it
If
to
anybody wants it,
Thanksgiving.
they can have it.
Yeah. We should in fact,
Oh my gosh, this is the best idea. Yeah,
yes.
say it. Say it.
Yeah.
Yes.
This happens to me too, where I try and return something and it's like, here's your money, but we don't want it. I gave you a bathing suit that
Yeah,
way,
I know.
right?
It's great.
But I have a dress, I have a skirt, and I have a t-shirt that all was through this. All through like just we'll give you your money, just don't send this back.
All right, we should do
And we'll have
the
a party where we bring
yes.
this stuff and then we can do exchanges.
We should just say it's called the Great Hanukkah Regifting. And everybody has to bring something to regift. Now, it
Yeah.
could be something that Amazon just wouldn't take back.
Yeah.
But it could be something someone gave you and you just want to get rid of.
Oh, that'll be
That can be
fun.
really fun. Let's do
Oh,
that. Oh, I
that
love
is
that.
fun.
That is really fun.
Okay.
Now I'm going to start figuring out what I can order on Amazon and return, and they just say to keep it. No, that's dishonest. I think the girls will want this if they can figure it out.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of my hair stuck in the brush, but that won't
Actually, I've
matter.
gotten another dress that I was going to return and it said keep it. And then I was like, all right. And I ended up wearing it.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to have to figure out the parameters around this and how people get stuff.
Right? Yeah. It's just regifting or free gifting.
Free gifting.
Yeah.
Regifting, free gifting. Okay, we're in.
All
Now
right.
that's the Hanukkah spirit.
Send out.
I don't want this. You take it. It's free.
That's like when we would I got this from you when we would take all the birthday presents that the kids would get like so many birthday presents and I would take a few of them and put them up in the closet and then give it to them for Hanukkah. And this is
It's
when
brilliant. Yep.
they were like toddlers, right? I don't
Yeah.
mean like being 10 where they notice these things, but
No.
it was the best idea ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It
Thank
makes
you,
it last a
Alison.
long time. You're welcome.
Well, thanks for listening to the latest Sis and Tell podcast. Don't forget to share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your foes.
As always, this has been Amanda and Allison with a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. We'll catch you next time.